So I've been thinking about this concept of choice feminism, and I want to get some other women's perspectives on this, because as I understand choice feminism, it's basically saying, you know, feminism is women making their own choices. So if a woman chooses to dedicate herself to the medical field, that's feminist. If a woman chooses to dedicate her life to being a stay-at-home mom, that's feminist, because it's individual women sort of governing their lives, right? And the criticism of this is, well, these choices don't exist in a vacuum. So a woman can choose to act in such a way that upholds patriarchal values, and that's not feminist, right? I guess what I've been grappling with, part of me is worried I'm not radical enough, and I'm still stuck on outdated ideas, which is why I wanted to come on here and talk about this, because I do think choices matter. I do think autonomy matters. And I'm wary of falling into a paternalism of, oh, I know what's best for you. Because, when you say, well, I know what's best for you, it's X or Y, usually people's response is, well, screw you. Go soak in a lake. I don't care. It's sort of bad strategy in a way. So I do respect women's choices. At the same time, though, these choices don't happen in a vacuum. And it is possible for a woman's choice to be based on coercion, based on patriarchy, based on a lack of information. And so from my perspective, I think a proper feminism is choice plus intersectionality plus dismantling unjust institutions, right? So we want women to make informed choices, and we don't want those choices to be confined by the incentives of outdated systems and outdated institutions. So to that extent, it's feminism has to include all women, has to include poor women, has to include women of color, has to include religious women, has to include, God forbid, conservative women. But, we have to do it in such a way that empowers the individual to make educated decisions. And we have to get rid of, racist and patriarchal and colonialist institutions that limit those educated choices. So I don't know. I kind of want to hear anyone's thoughts about this. If I'm missing something, if I'm not going far enough in my arguments. So yeah, let me know what you think.